joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of the...
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
All day, dog. Check 43.
They go play action now. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Haskins. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield on play action. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. Comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. Fighting through it, he's got space. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability, as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses, because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a run with Geis. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. On first down, this is Geis. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
I'm going back to you.
Now on 2nd and 16, Haskins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This one completes to Kelvin Harmon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's being a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Well, now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Shark with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. And they've created a major first-half storyline with the pressure they've been able to create.
And I know that the good team...
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital. And it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing on second down. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the saddle. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mack Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that's accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a 2nd straight Player of the Week award.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
They start on the ground with Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Hit it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I'm not sure how much I really love that call. It almost seems like a little bit of a give up there. But maybe what they were thinking is, we got a chance to pop one. They think we're just going to give up here, hand it to the big man, and maybe he can get through. Sometimes a little bit of courage in play calling that maybe we don't give enough credit.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right,
and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Tressway now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. To throw, Mayfield.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Trey Waynes.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Allen going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down and goal. Allen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board in full half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. And now it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Not a big deal on that one, just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mayfield off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield now. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys continue to pour it on. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now at FedEx Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shark's got it left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Mayfield looks to throw. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, listen.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Ronald Blair. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're
looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
55. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Open man right side is Shark. And he's brought down. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Now Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 10, Allen, and he finds the tight end, Reed.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to...
Allen hit, he lost the football, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating a certain amount.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he's going to keep it here. Got some room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Deron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Mayfield being chased out left. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody. And he lost the football. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
180! You better be afraid of me.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery.
Check 26, check 26.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move, and maybe because...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Love it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles David.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it. Right pocket got euro, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Sit back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a read the magazine, wait away from me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay, 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news.